Here's George Creek, first crossing. Most of the snow's melted, but there's no rock crossing all the way across it, and those logs are sketchy. So it's time to rock up, break out the poles, because this pack's heavy. It's probably about 37 pounds. I got a little chipmunk. I got a pint of beer in there, heavy as hell. Let's do this. It snowed at like 10,000. We're at 10,000. Pretty decent amount. Still pretty good and packed though up here. Looking back on the lake. Looking back that way, that's looking up to the mark. And then over the red, those red spires is Paiute Pass is back over there. It's beautiful up here right now. Snow is it's even cool with the snow. Nice. Yeah, it's still pretty firm. Well, in the boot track it is. Let me finish this off. Oh. On a nice little rainbow here in Frozen Lake. Come here. Ooh, look at the colors on this one. Look at that. Blue Lake Rainbow. Nice little brookie. Some big rainbows in here. Little creek. Right through the nose. Look at all the trout. Hundreds of them in this creek. It's a feeder creek into one of the emerald lakes. They're everywhere in here. Oh, there's some big rainbows here. Look at this one. That's a pretty good sized rainbow. Pretty. There he goes. The old clink. Oh, there's camp at one of the Emerald Lakes. There's still snow back there. Still a lot of snow. Man, a lot. There's the lake right here. Can hear the inlet over there. I came over from Blue Lake today. Year time. Yeah, I came over from Blue Lake over that little hump and heading towards Dingleberry. And then I got caught at a traverse. I couldn't get across in the snow. There wasn't enough snow. It was a little slushy, and It was really steep. I mean, super steep. So, it was at where the emerald. I went down to try to get around it, and I ended up hitting one of the like an outlet to Emerald Creek, and I crossed that, and I just worked my way up Emerald Creek, and where I were to like the very littlest one, and I reconnected with the trail right there, and I went over to Dingleberry, but then when I went around the same side where the snow was on the other hump coming over, there was snow I couldn't get past, so I just dropped down to where the outlet was at. But there was so much snow there I couldn't fish. I just grabbed the picture, worked my way back here, and then came back here to Emerald Lake. It's really pretty back here. Nobody back here. I don't know. I mean, you could tell people, maybe just animals, but people or maybe animals did like what I did because there was a kind of a trail. I was able to keep out of the snow. For the most part, nothing sketchy. And then I came over here, set up camp. It's a nice little spot right there. It's got those boulders right there to kick back in the evening. In the day when it's hot, you can hide back in there. The old Durston. Nice tent. I like it. So I'll just stay here tomorrow. I caught a bunch of fish. And then go explore the other lake. There's another lake above it, but it was, I don't know, it's going to take a little more bushwhacking to get around because the trail ends right there where the lake starts. May fish that. And then I'm definitely going to fish that section over there where the outlet's at. If I can get to it in the morning. That snow is really steep though. We'll see. But that was a little recap of today. Got a beer. Had spaghetti. Well, I had lasagna actually. Good. I got a cigar over there. It's been pretty warm. Nothing's been freezing at all. Fish just jumped over there. It's nice out here. Especially when you know there's nobody else out here. Yeah, because there's no way to walk across that snow, the traverse. There's no. I mean, even if you had crampons, it's just slush. You're gonna sink in up to your waist. I mean, maybe you could do it. You could do it. It's just like ridiculous. Why would you take crampons out there to do that one section? to get to get so you can get to a dry trail and then you can get to another section of their Dingleberry and the whole left side of Dingleberry where the trail is just like that back there, covered in snow and steep all the way down to the lake. So I was like, yeah, I'm cool with Dingleberry. I'll just come back here. I mean, I made it down there to Dingleberry, but I couldn't. There was very little limited fishing, and I was gonna have to walk on snow. I didn't want to walk on snow. And like right here, there's like a bunch of shoreline right here, and over there, this whole I can walk this whole side right here, pretty much. And on the little pond going out, man, there's like a gazillion fish. I'll try to catch on the way out in the feeder creek going into one of those ponds. Another one right there. They're not really jumping. They're just like nibbling. It was weird. One of those in that pond, I saw like fish like It looked like what redfish do. It was crazy. I don't know. Anyways, it's enough battery. Weird looking cloud. Here's a better view of up on the bluff above my camp. Look how much snow there is around the edge of the lake. This is the lower Emerald Lake where I'm camped at. That's the outlet right there. Or the inlet, I should say. Sorry. Look at that. And back there is where the upper Emerald Lake's at. I'll go back there tomorrow. Looking over to where Donkey Lakes and Blue Lake's back over there. And then right on the other side of that ridge right here is that first ridge is Dingleberry. And then up over there, right in that little notch over there is Bottleneck. And then I think Fish Guts over there. And then way back over there, Shover. That's looking back out towards. This would be the Indians. White Mountain, no, the White Mountains again. And then down towards the Elmwood Valley. It's pretty out here. One more day, one more night. I just knew Blue Lake was going to get packed tonight and then tomorrow night. Even worse. So I was like, I'll go explore back here. Turned out to be a good idea. Man, it's pretty. Still a lot of snow though. You want to come to the backcountry, you're ready for snow. It's a big brookie. Big brookies. Look at this thing. Double up on the Sally and on the Pupa. Look at that. Let me get him unhooked. Look at this brookie. A double hook up and look at the rainbow. Alright, let me get it back in there. Two good sized brookies. The old Dershon getting a bath. Looks like a little rain. Well, it is a little rain. There is a little rain. It looks like it. A little bit. It's clear skies. I don't know where it's coming from though. Probably that way. East of Desert Floor. But it's raining. Yep. There's the campsite broken down. Pretty nice. Nice view of the lake. Packed up, 8 o'clock. Headed out. I gotta go. I'm gonna follow this little section right here back. It's actually one of the outlets to the lower Emerald Lake. Well, yeah, not the pond, but more the second Emerald Lake. And I'm following the drainage next to it. That's some really good campsites right back in here. And this will reconnect with the trail. Like here's one right here. Pretty decent. 2 spots for a tent. One over there. See if you had a big group. There's a bunch of good ones over here. Right next up there is a really good one right there. Right here. I don't know, somewhere up there. Oh yeah, it's further over here. Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Last 2 days, I just explored around here looking at, well, fishing, but looking at campsites. There's a good one. But there's a really good one up right over there. That's where I'm going anyway, so. Anyway, short video. Oh, there's a lake down there. Or the pond. That's like the first pond. There's like 2 ponds below it. On the trail I have to go on to get out. This is that feeder, or the outlet. One of the outlets. There's another one on the other side over there too. No, it's not. This is it. Yeah, it goes down to that little pond down there. I'm gonna go fish that pond. And the creek, and there's another. Well, there is another outlet. An inlet to that pond down there, but it comes from a lake up above. And then there's this. This is the seasonal melt off. So I'm gonna follow this thing down here, and then I'm gonna get down to this other emerald pond, the lower pond, not this one right here that we're looking at. There's one below it. The trail's right down here somewhere. And then the fish are probably stacked up right there. And, let's see how I'm gonna get across this. I'm gonna get across the creek right there. This is what happened. Ooh, that slab's wet. Jump! Oh, steeper than it looks on camera. Oh. But yeah, this will take me back to the trail, and then from the trail, I'll just get on the trail right there. That junction, it's the junction to Emerald Lakes, and Dingleberry, and then I'll go back to that little pond, and along that, and then I'll head kind of northeast on, follow the outlet of that little pond, which is Emerald Creek. I'll follow it down until I can get below that. Well, to get across and to get across the canyon, and then get up around that snow, because it's snow like that. All the northwest facing slopes like this, like that I'm looking at right now, they are just, I'm telling you. I can get out there and fish that. Oh, right there. I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, they're still holding a lot of snow, and it's real slushy and soft, and it's steep. I'll show you later on in the video the section I'm doing this creek, the off trail part. I'm gonna go fish. Okay, we're at the crossing of Emerald Creek, the outlet of Emerald Lake. This is where I go off trail. On the west side of the creek, I start following it down. There's a game trail through here like this. But you just follow it, trying to stay out of the snow. That's what I got to get around, because that's the trail right there, up here, like this. You see where people have been going around, tried to go around it, or filming a bear or something good. But I'm just trying to get along here. I'm going to get away from the creek when I can. Down here more. Because I don't want to, well, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good through there, but there's a better trail further up, higher up on it. I'll let you know, I'll show you where I go up. I made it down the creek, all the way on the west side of the creek, until around 10,400, and then you switch over to the east side of the creek, and you'll run right into a little, you work your way right over here, like about 10,380 across this thing. And this is the stuff you're gonna, this isn't the traverse, but this is what you're having to get around over there. This is a similar type stuff, that traverse, but I'm underneath it now, underneath all the snow. So I just went underneath all the snow, and now I'm able to traverse this way, fucking west-east, because this northwest-facing slope is still slammed with snow. Yeah, so I have to get over this bump, and then I drop into the next gully, next drainage, and then I work my way up, and I'll be on the other side of that big traverse that's right there. I'll show you guys a video in the next update. Water got a lot higher the last 2 days. Oh, I was up to the waist. Crossing that one. I made it into the chute I need to be in now. Ow. Grab one of my Crocs. This is the chute I need to get up. I hope I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can. It's just right up to there where you get over. Now I remember how to do it. I went over the top, but no, it's rough. I just gotta get up to the chute and then back on the trail on the other side of it. I need to get around that snowshoe. So I gotta go up this class 3 right here to get up there. Oh wow, let's do it. Well, I made it out. It's 1:20. I stopped and fished at the smaller pond. Another outlet. It's beautiful here. Look at that. We're only a few miles away. Zigzag down this. Cut over right there. Lake Sabrina. Look at those waterfalls, those cascades coming out right there. That's how loud they are. Oh, that's Bishop Creek over there in the bottom, actually. Beautiful here. That's where I just came out of back in there. It's amazing. I can't wait to get back out here. And I survived. That was a bushwhack. Look at this. Woo! Bushwhacking. Whew. That was good getting out of there though. I'm gonna go. I got a beer waiting for me. Some food. Oh. Springs everywhere. There's Sabrina. We're almost there. I just watched somebody phone George Creek trying to go across on those socks right there. Guess how pissed he threw his socks right there. Took off. He's all wet. Look how wet he is. I got the Crocs on. It's going good. I'm not. It's just not a bullshit crossing. This is a good one. All right, I'll be across. If you fall down that crossing, you're gonna get mollywomped all the way down to the bottom. All the way to Lake Sabrina. I made it across. I'm safe. The rest is easy. I'm gonna have a beer. Look at it. Little willows. They got like a flower on them. Those just fresh juice. White thing. Pretty out here this time of the year. I bet it's loud. This video is probably so loud. It's a big rainbow right there. Kite landing. I don't even know what he got. I think he got the yellow Sally. Had a Bishop Creek. Pretty. Still not ready. There he goes. Come here, buddy.